Hey folks, this is Todd again with another video from PolyThrive Coaching. I want to talk to you about your lifeline, and this is mostly for grandparents and parents. How soon do you want your children and grandchildren to start thriving? When did you start thriving in your career? So I'm going to use a visual aid. I've got this rope here. It's got different colors on it. I'm going to tell you what those are all about. So this rope represents an average lifespan of about 80 years. We all know that by the time we get to 80 years old, hopefully we're in our retirement stage. We're not working any longer. We're enjoying all the hard work that we did earlier in our life, and we're seeing grandkids and kids, and we're traveling. And one thing to note is that by the time you get to 80 years, the health starts to decline a little bit. So you don't want to wait until 80 years to really start doing those things. You want to be doing those between ages 60 and 80, so that you can get out there and enjoy it while your health is still good. So let's look at our lifeline. So first of all, we're going to start about with 1% of your life. Remember, this is an 80-year lifespan. So 1% of your life is spent in the womb. This is you in the womb. This span right here is about 5 years before you go to school. And then you got about 17 years or so where you're going to spend in school, depending on whether you go to high school, graduate high school, or whether you go to college. Then you've got this long span. I'm going to say it's about from ages 20 to 60. That is 40 years of your life. Think about that. That's half of your life. And then you got these silver years, which is, again, about retirement age of 60-ish to 80-ish. You got 20 years here for retirement and living your best life. So the real thing that you want to focus on is this orange span of 40 years. And how do you want to spend that? Do you want to be spending that thriving, making great friends, having a good career, making good money? Those are the way you want to be spending it. If not, you've got a 40-year, half your lifespan to be doing things that you don't want to be doing, and you don't want to be miserable about that. So how do we get you to thrive in this orange section earlier and earlier? That's what you're really striving for, is to thrive earlier. And the way to do that is just to get the best training from the best people that you possibly can as early as you can. And that's what we're doing here in this yellow section to the early orange section, is try to get you to thrive early by teaching some of the lessons that we're teaching, the classes and lessons that you will not learn in school that are really so important for your life after school and into your career and your having a family, making big choices that you'll get no experience learning in school. Think about all those things that you learn in school. I always like to use the quadratic equation, something I learned back in high school, and I have never used once since I've been out of high school, despite the fact that I'm in a technical career and we use math and logic and programming. I've never used the quadratic equation. We're going to teach better things that help you to thrive in this section. So we look forward to seeing you in one of our upcoming classes and meeting you soon. Thanks, everybody.